They have Epoch Times TV. I
Yeah.
subscribe to that newspaper, and so they have it there. But I know you can stream it also, because I've streamed it on Amazon Prime, but it may be on other platforms as well.
Right. Roxanne, I've had the privilege of writing. Folks, you'll find their website. It's like EPOCH, Epoch Times. And you're right, Roxanne, you make a great point. And in the interest of time, I'm going to let Joyce and Faith speak to this. But I had read how they knew, the communists knew, this was a century ago in Tsarist Russia, that what stood between the Russians and communism, two things: the family and the church. And when they broke down the moral foundation and the family unraveled, and there was all of this illegitimacy and even infanticide, and the churches were put under police control, or sometimes pastors, just like it happened in Nazi Germany, pastors, fearfully went silent. When the home and the church are undermined or eradicated, a godless regime can come in. And we cannot let that happen in our culture. We've only got a couple of minutes, but I'm going to first hear from Faith Dugan, then Joyce. But Faith, you and I are working on several projects in terms of video training, and I've got just such an enthusiasm in my heart for the Children's Ministries Institute of CEF. Give us a final call to be equipped and to evangelize children, and how CEF can be a part of that faith.
If you have a heart for reaching boys and girls with the gospel of Christ, the Children's Ministries Institute can help to equip you to accomplish that. So you can visit cefcmi.com, explore all of the free resources, about 90 free courses available, and then also Children's Ministries Institute course classes that will equip you well. So I encourage you to check that out.
God bless you. Dr. Faith Dugan, I look forward to when we can visit again with you. And Joyce M. Bartholomew with Preborn. Folks, you can underwrite an ultrasound for $28. We're praying and working and wanting to see 4,000 ultrasounds get underwritten this week. And you can do that. Dial 877-616-2396 or go to afr.net, and you can give securely online. Joyce M. Bartholomew, it's an exciting work. Did you ever know that God would put you in the role that you're in, and you're representing Christ, you're using your gifts, and you're saving lives? Did you ever see yourself doing this?
No, never. Not in 1 million years. That's
God's
how
good, isn't He?
God just orchestrates everything. Yes, and you never know what He's going to do for anything, really. That's the way I look at it, because we just don't know what the future holds.
Yes, yes. And how long, again, you've been with Preborn? About 12 years, is that right?
12 years, yes. Yes, they're 16 years old, and I've been with them 12 years when they were a very small operation during the Obama administration, where we had a very, very big pushback. We couldn't say abortion anywhere, like that kind of pushback.
Yes.
But, when you're called to do something, you have to do it, no matter how much fear comes along, how much spiritual attack comes along. You have to do it because you just feel called to do it.
And I've got to say this, look, it's no surprise that there's sin in the world, Satan and darkness, but the question is, for we believers, the question is, what are we going to do to push back and stand up against the darkness? That's our calling, to stand for the light and the truth and against the darkness, isn't it, Joyce?
Yes. You have to speak for those who can't speak for themselves, and to end abortion, because it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
Hey, we're almost out of time, but what is the website for Preborn?
It's preborn.org or preborn.com.
Yes. Well, God bless you, Joyce M. Bartholomew. We look forward to when we can speak again. Folks, this is Alex McFarland, and again, we began with Proverbs 22, and it says that God's truth is better than riches. We are to train up a child in the way they should go. So let's do that, but let's make sure we ourselves are living in accord with God's truth. If you don't know Christ, He's as close by as a prayer. Call out to Jesus. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow on Exploring the Word. Bless you.
The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast may not necessarily reflect those of the American Family Association or American Family Radio.
Faith, family, freedom. American Family Radio.
He went through a loss of wealth. He went through a